Ideally, when they're in the bookshelf, not really. If they're just kind of sitting around, then yes. Cleaning them, I usually use isopropanol or isopropyl alcohol, which is as pure as it can get, so it doesn't have anything that leaves a residue on it when you clean it. And I use a Q-tip with the contact, or a Q-tip with the alcohol on it. But some people also recommend, I don't know why I said alcohol, because the idea is that it's 99 proof, so it doesn't have that much in it.
Okay.
Ideally, some other people also just pop them open and use hard, like, purple erasers to actually work on those too. Those apparently are also pretty good for cleaning off the dirt.
All right. Here's a quick one. Favorite Scooby-Doo iteration?
Scooby-Doo, where are you? The original. Or I guess what would be considered the original now.
Okay, so this might not be something you can answer, but favorite and least favorite TRG project you've done?
Oh, that's easy. Favorite is both Sonic Adventure and Little Big Planet 2. Least favorite is Mario Party 3.
Okay.
Mario Party 3 is because of the baggage associated with it, and Luigi, you also got to mention that as well.
Have you played any Fire Emblem games? If so, what's your favorite?
I've played the original Game Boy Advance one that we got over here, which I think is Burning Blade. I've played the remake of one that was on the DS. I've played Awakening, and I've played Ike's first one on the GameCube, Path of Radiance. Didn't finish any of them.
Okay. Favorite Disgaea game?
Disgaea. Same deal. Picked them all up. Never actually got around to finishing any of them. So I really only played the first one. So I'll say the first one. No, I'm going to say Prinny. Prinny's the answer.
Oh, I actually hate myself for taking so long to figure out what this abbreviation was. Favorite Mystery Science Theater 3000 episode?
Manos: The Hands of Fate. Special shit. No, actually, wait. That was the first one I watched. The actual one is the Samson vs. Vampire Women.
Would you do a Forza Horizon game for game clearing?
I've heard those are excellent games. I've just not played any of them.
What's your favorite class in a game?
What kind of game are we talking about?
Classes like Ranger, Fighter, Healer.
I like aggressive close combat, so I would say either Rogue or Barbarian. Hulk Smash.
What's your favorite types of traits? Things you don't usually get, but sometimes indulge in?
Chocolate. I usually don't eat chocolate.
Okay, let's see. Worst game you played of all time?
The only game I actively hate is Aiden Chronicles: The First Mage, because that's the only game I ever rented as a kid and returned the same day.
Favorite JRPG?
Chrono Trigger. I was gonna say Final Fantasy VI, but I'd say they're probably both equally up there then.
And what JRPG would you like to play sometime in the future? Not on stream, just in general.
9. I would like to actually finally play through Final Fantasy 9. Hi, buddy.
If you're curious what the bubble is right below the chat window, that is your channel currency. You gain channel currency just by saying in chat. And if you click when it says, here's some points, if you click it, that means it'll classify you as an active person and give you more points.
Come on, buddy.
Let's see. What are the best and worst games you played on game clearing?
The best and worst games we've done on game clearing?
Yeah.
Out of the intended list, the worst game? That's a tough one. The least interesting game we probably played, I felt, was Quake 1. I remember the ending of that being really stupid. And just kind of felt like it was dragging on by the end. So I would probably say that's the worst. Favorite, like I said earlier, was probably the custom Guacamelee game we did.
Favorite common in Rider?
I'm gonna say Sega de Sanshiro.
Let's see. Any plans on getting the Final Fantasy VII Remake?
Yeah, I'll pick it up.
Favorite bagel that isn't bagel?
Cinnamon raisin.
Jakey Zero? No, we are not doing a JRPG for game clearing.
If we're doing a JRPG for game clearing, there's only one that I can play that I already know the plot of but never beat, and that would be Final Fantasy IV. So we might do Final Fantasy IV in the future. That was actually what Game F was going to do this year.
But not Tales of Berseria.
God, no.
Do you get your game second hand, or new? Or do you not have any preference?
I prefer new, but there's a lot of games you can only get used at this point. So really, I'm more indifferent to it than anything. Or Xenoblade. Xenoblade's way too long, and I only know the ending spoiler. I don't know the rest of the spoilers along the way.
Have you ever seen videos by Rachel and June? Someone's asking because they think you'd like them.
I have no idea based on the name.
Me neither.
That might be too vague. You'll have to like describe what kind of videos they've done.
That's all they put. If you could be any Power Ranger from any generation, who would it be?
Ooh. You know, that's a tough one actually. I'm trying to remember which extra ranger it is I really liked. I low-key liked shit, was it Titanium or was it Platinum? In space.
I think it's 19.
In space. I can't remember which one that was. I think Titanium was Lightspeed Rescue. I'm getting them a bit confused right now. Silver. It was just Silver. Oh, for some reason I thought he was one of the more fancier named ones.
How many extra games did you clear this year?
Hang on a second. Really gonna fuck this up? I did. I thought that was wrong. Ah, shit. Well, I gotta fix something. And this looks like... So I gotta add one here. Move one somewhere. I fucked up the puzzle. I gotta figure out where I made that mistake. What was the question you just asked?
Let's see if I can find it again. How many extra games did you clear this year?
Oh, right, that was the one I needed to look up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12.
Favorite Pangea Super Swing Golf character and course?
Oh god, I don't remember that shit. I played that game in 2003. Sorry, don't have an answer for that one. How did I fuck up and how do I fix it in this case?
Where's he? The person other than Proton John speaking is Bubba S. Walter. You can find out generally who's talking by doing the call command.
There we go, fixed.
Concerning the Final Fantasy IV, It's the question of the PSP or DS version.
Probably PSP.
Okay. What about Persona games have you already played them already?
5 is the only one I've ever finished. I've also played a bunch of 3.
Favorite card game with a standard casino deck?
Blackjack, which is ironic considering my luck.
How much does the original box and manual matter to you? I personally don't care, but I've been sending you loose copies and could spare a few bucks for complete games.
When I'm getting CD-based, like more modern games like PS2 era, I like having the case. Manual, it's a coin toss. Retro games like NES, SNES, Genesis can do without. Genesis, I kind of prefer it since it comes in its own carry case. But, yeah.
Do you know a game called The Lost Odyssey?
Yep.
Odysseus.
Lost Odyssey was correct. You had it right the first time.
Played any Gran Turismo games?
Yes. 1 and 2 and a bit of A-Spec, which I think was 3.
Favorite type of pie, and yes, cheesecake does not count.
I've never heard anyone say cheesecake is a pie. I could see them making that argument, though. I don't like pie that much. I like cake better. I'm team cake.
Let's see. Do you ever play the story mode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Eyes of Heaven?
No.
Favorite Yakuza side quest?
That's a lot to narrow down. I like the Michael Jackson music video you had to do in Zero. That's one of my favorites.
Do you feel like you're in a press conference right now?
A little bit. I wish my brain was keeping up.
What's your favorite square meter of Calgary that's not on your property?
What the fuck?
Mega Nerd asked that.
I guess Video Game Trader, because that's where I get games.
Alright, it's... let's see. Favorite weapon and Meg from the Phantasy Star Online, if you played it?
I haven't played PSO since 2005. I don't remember any of the makes anymore, sorry.
Any tips for starting a game collectors? I own 330 games right now and want to branch out.
Find a way to safely store them. That's going to be the hardest thing. Storage is going to be your biggest challenge, honestly.
I don't think John will do any Persona games for game clearing.
God, no. Sorry. I'm going to just shoot that one down right now. I'm going to tell you guys right now. Some of y'all, when I put up the sub list for game clearing, put Xenoblade in and Breath of the Wild? No.
And no.
That's maximum no.
For an RPG, the cap is around 20 hours.
I asked you guys at most to go to maybe 20. And you two of you are like, oh, this is like 60 plus hours? Yeah, I'll be fine. I'm not gonna name names, but some of y'all are fucking crazy.
You're saying Ryan didn't put Xenoblades on the list?
Shockingly, no. Oh wait, no, he put Torna on there. He actually did put Torna on there.
Let's see.
And that started like a weird argument between some of the mods being like, no, there's no point playing it. Or no, was he the one that said don't put Torna on there? Because someone put Torna on there and someone else was like, no, like it's a bad idea to play Torna without having played 2. And Ryan was one of the 2, and I can't remember which.
Favorite meme song that is not Kermit rap?
Epic Happy Birthday song. I low-key love that song.
What's going on is John is playing Picross S3 to fill out the last hour, and I am reading questions from chat, and he's answering them.
As best I can. I'm not feeling well, so unfortunately, yeah, we just kind of are clipping through at this point.
What's your favorite character in Chrono Trigger?
Luca.
Okay.
Luca, and then probably yeah, both the girls, Luca and Marley. And I used to hate Ayla or Isla. I always call her Isla. I used to hate Isla for the longest time. Then I realized how good she was as a character and how good Charm was. And I was like, oh no, never mind. She's way better than I thought.
Chat is having a debate if cheesecake is a pie.
Oh god, I knew that was gonna happen.
Thoughts on Deltarune?
Deltarune was fun. I played through it with Reese. We had a good time.
Favorite Moem from this past Coliseum?
All the bumpers. Doing all the bumpers.
Favorite main series Tekken game?
5. That's the one I played the most.
Let's see. Have you played Cold Vein or Risk of Rain 2?
No, neither one.
Have you favorite lyrical video game song?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Is the Tony Hawk soundtrack cheating? Because if so, When Worlds Collide by Power Man 5000. If that is considered cheating, Want You Gone from Portal 2.
Okay, favorite TRG moment?
It's one singular moment. Daisy on Hard, probably. That's had ramifications for years, and it always makes me laugh. Alternatively, also Emil, learning that Emil meows. That also,
okay.
That also was a fun one. Oh, that's not right.
Kind of.
Uh-oh, I fucked
My
up.
favorite moment was actually Mercedes throwing a cream pie at Chugga.
That is also a strong one.
With the advent of you writing a book, how is that going to work? Will you be publishing it or something similar, or is it just an online hobby?
If I do actually end up turning that into something, and I don't know because my drive has been pretty low in that front lately, it would be, yeah, just something self-published. It would be like put up for sale and stuff.
Favorite Resident Evil boss?
Fuck this up this bad. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Fuck, how did I screw this up? Favorite Resident Evil boss? Nemesis.
I thought you were actually going to cheap out and say Wesker. Next question is, how's our new house and home?
Good. We got a lot of changes done to it. Ah, shit, no, that's not it either. Fuck.
If you had to be a Pokemon gym leader, what type would you specialize in?
Fighting. Fighting or electricity?
To anyone that's asking, I know Morgan's Dreamer brought this up. If you're curious where the meowing Emil start, watch the Wheel of Fortune TRG Let's Plays. Would it be classified as a Let's Play?
It technically would, yeah.
Or just go into YouTube, look up Chugga's Bad Guesses.
So you're
it's
saying,
the first part.
Somebody says, so you're saying to draw you as B or as Bay? I still aesthetically prefer... Melanie was her name? I'm sorry, my brain's starting to fry. I like the curvy. I like the curvy lady look. So yeah, that'd be my answer. But I know what your type is, so go for it, Jimmy.
Would you play any old Mac shareware freeware games?
That's more my wife's specialty more than anything, I feel. How am I gonna fix this mess I've gotten in?
Okay, favorite Throne controllers, question or challenge?
Favorite question is definitely the time I asked someone to spell out Cliff Blazinski's name.
Trying to think what my favorite challenge would
Favorite challenge is definitely versus Tetris blindfolded. That was amazing. You know what? I fucked this up so bad I think I'm gonna wipe it.
It's a meme. Let's see. If you clear a game, would you also clear the DLC if applicable? For example...
Not on stream, probably. But what's the example they're gonna give?
Had in Time. Would you do Seal the Deal and the Nazuka Metro?
Probably not. Although that's where the multiplayer is, so maybe, based on that alone.
Would you ever play... This would be evil, but...
Oh, God.
Would you ever play a game with Twitch integration for game clearing?
Oh, God. Oh, my God, that's just mean.
That's what I said.
Choice Chamber would be fun. I thought about bringing that back at some point after having watched the VODs and be like, oh, yeah, that game was really fun, wasn't it?
The one game I would say where the choices are pure evil would be, I don't know if you even have the game though, is Party Hard.
I think I have Party Hard.
Any thoughts on State of Play? AKA the Resident Evil 3, Babylon's Fall, etc., etc.
I'm gonna be real, I didn't even watch it. I didn't realize it was even happening. Then I saw the Resident Evil 3 trailer going around. I'm excited for Resident Evil 3.
Let's see. Looking for the next... thoughts on Warhammer games. 40k and fantasy, and also for the Emperor.
Not my style. But I respect anyone who gets into them. They're as much of a time, they're as much of a money sink as buying games are. So I respect anyone who can hang with that.
Here's the question. Thoughts on Bravely Default 2, aka the third game in the series?
I'm so mad that they did that, name mechanic wise, but I also completely get why they did that. I do find it really funny that it sounds like they just completely forgot that they even made Bravely second.
Here's the question. Have you thought about having TRG guests come up with their own Throne controller challenges?
I have literally asked Emil and Tim to do this, and they forget to do it every time, which is why I started making their challenges and not telling what they were. So, if I can't get Emil and Tim to do it, I probably can't get a TRG guest to do it.
Let's see. Favorite Borderlands 3 Vault Hunter?
I didn't even look at the Vault Hunters really from 3. I like the girl with the 6 arms. Yeah, the siren in that one was really the only one that really caught my eye.
Favorite Jackbox game?
You don't know Jack and Trivia Murder Party.
I actually liked the sequel to the Murder Trivia Party. I thought the mini games were not as, like, the loser mini games weren't as
mean
BS from the one game.
Oh, they were rude in that first game. Some of those were just super mean.
No, I said the second one were better.
Oh, that's what I meant. Sorry, the ones in the first one were mean. Did I fuck this up a completely different way this time?
Do you collect anything outside of Gundams and games?
I would barely say I collect Gundams currently, but not really. Games is an expensive enough hobby as it is.
I don't think they would do that, but have you ever thought of having a celebrity guest on the TRG?
You think we can just naturally just get a celebrity guest? Oh man, you guys think you guys think we have way more pull than we actually do.
Most disappointing games this year.
I don't have an answer to that because I haven't looked at what games came out this year because I'm keeping that for our podcast.
So I'm gonna say it was only reason I'm gonna put my answer as this is because I just felt it was overhyped. And if it was made by anyone else, it probably would have flew under everyone's radar. And it's just because it didn't live up to the hype that was generated. And that would be Death Stranding. Overall, I think it's a good game. I just don't think the level of hype...
I'm gonna be real. Death Stranding was never gonna be able to live up to the hype. And that's actually kind of why I was the most excited about it, because the fact is one of those games that seemed like it was going to be like vaporware, and then it came out, and it's unrestrained Kojima, and to me that was like what got me the most interested in it. I feel like that's the real price of admission, really.
Favorite gun from the Jack games?
Favorite gun from the Jack games? Oh, Jack and Daxter. God, I'm gonna be real. I don't remember any of the guns in Jack and Daxter. I remember the ones in Ratchet Clank so much more. And I would probably say either the Rhino V2, I think was the cooler one, or out of the early ones, or the one that turns people into sheep. That was also cool.
I think John beat Mega Man Legends 1,
yes,
but not 2.
Correct. I've never played Legends 2.
Would they be options for game clearing?
Maybe. I don't see why not.
Do you like frogs?
Frogs?
Yes, someone asked.
Like, in general? I guess they're alright.
Favorite sword from any video game?
Does the Lancer count? Because it's still a gun, too. If that doesn't count, the hacked plasma sword from Halo 2, because it let you fly. Well, hacked is just they screwed up the collision detection on it, but yeah.
Favorite sandwich?
Pulled pork.
Favorite Ratchet and Clank game?
What was the second one featured? Not Tools of Destruction. Cracking time.
I don't believe John will answer this. Is there going to be a fourth player for Mario Party 9?
No. We started this project with just the three of us. It's going to end with that.
Favorite Jack between Samurai Jack and Don't Know Jack.
And what Jack? Samurai Jack and what Jack?
You don't know Jack. Jack and Dexter. Jack or the Claire fan favorite Jack.
Oh man, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I do really appreciate you don't know Jack, but also Samurai Jack. So I'm gonna say Samurai Jack.
Favorite starter? I'm assuming Pokemon.
Yeah, I would imagine that's Pokemon. I like how you asked the guy who barely plays Pokemon this question. I mean, I always got a soft spot for my boy Squirtle. He's literally a turtle with guns.
Okay, here's the question. Since you get to have this in Let's Go Eevee, would Eevee count?
Yeah, I'd say it counts now.
Okay,
What was my Sword and Shield starter again? Score Bunny.
Favorite anti-copy piracy measure in a game?
Earthbounds.
Mine...
100% Earthbounds. For those who don't know...
this one's actually pretty...
Earthbound's copy
Isn't
protection
it, like,
was that in the
super
game.
hard?
Yeah, the game's way harder. There's like way more fights you have to do. And then when you get to the final part of the game crashes and it erases your save. On purpose. It's hilarious and super mean.
Let's see. Favorite Metal Gear from Metal Gear?
Metal Gear. That's my favorite. Yeah, Rex. Rex has got a soft spot. I actually have a model kit for Rex I want to put together at some point.
Would you recommend any lesser-known Metroidvania?
Well, the problem is most Metroidvanias at this point are pretty well known. Time Spinner's really good. Dead Cells. Obviously, Bloodstained. Yeah, like there's not really a shortage. Most of the good Metroidvanias are not well known, I guess. I'm trying to remember what that One Way Forward did that was licensed. The Mummy one I heard was okay. The Mummy Demastered, I think is what they called it. I heard that one was fun. Do not have any personal experience with it though. All right, once I solve this puzzle, guys, I think I'm gonna have to call it. My throat is killing me.
Series you never played but wanted to play?
Mass Effect.
Favorite video game princess?
Really? Really?
Yeah. Someone really hasn't paid attention to Art Block.
Morrigan.
I honestly
thought... Be an asshole and make me play that card.
Favorite movie of the year?
I guess Avengers Endgame, because that's like the only movie I've seen in theaters that came out this year.
What is a weapon or item from a game you would love to have a real-life replica of?
Repeat that again. What weapon or what item from a game?
What weapon or item from a game would you like to have a real-life replica of?
Rebellion from Devil May Cry 3, Unleashed, or the Lancer from Gears of War.
How hyped are you and looking for new horizons. I'm guessing that's Animal Crossing.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, like, what's New Horizons? Oh, yeah. She's incredibly excited. I am indifferent, because my Animal Crossing experience was meh. I had more fun just coming up with stupid tweets to put out more than anything. Also, why am I still playing?
I don't know. Favorite mech suit?
I have a soft spot for Heavy Arms from Gundam Wing.
Favorite BlazBlue character?
Ooh, Bang Shishigami, simply because of his theme song. If we're not counting theme songs, see, the problem is I would say Noelle, but I don't know which Noelle, because there's like a million of them now. I'm gonna stick with Bang Shishigami.
Okay, question. Will you answer this question with a yes or no?
Maybe.
What game or game series holds a special place in your house? For example, mine is Legacy of Kain series.
Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry Ninja Gaiden.
Okay, let's see. What? Oh, wait, no, I've read that one already. Let's see, we don't have really any... You may not care about Animal Crossing, but how would you react to Animal Picross?
I'd play it. That can't be shocking, but...
Let's see. If you were to suggest one game to someone who's never played a game in their life, but want to, what would it be?
Tetris.
Have you ever 100%ed Lost Odyssey?
I've never played Lost Odyssey.
The answer is yes, he was going to stop at the last puzzle.
Yeah, I was wondering who was going to call me out on that. That's why I literally said, why am I still going? And then kept going anyways.
Any countries you want to visit or revisit one day?
I'd love to visit Italy. And yeah, England as well, I suppose.
Let's try this again. I don't think we're gonna answer that question because that's a can of worms I don't think John wants to deal with.
Dare I ask?
Who's your favorite mod?
Dragonfire.
Well, no, my answer would be the Resident Evil 2. It's gonna give it to you, mod.
That's a good dodge, yeah. Alternatively, if we're talking about an actual, like, anyone that's got a mod instead of people who actually mod for me, my wife. So.
You haven't been in Three Houses, correct?
I haven't even started Three Houses. I know there's a house and there's 3 of them, and that's the extent of my knowledge.
Okay. Just so he said that. What's the name of a bird you once saw when you were 6 for 3 seconds?
Seagull. That's likely. That's the likely answer considering I lived by the sea.
Of every game you've played, what is the worst one to 100%? This does not count DK64.
Then why the fuck are you limiting it that? Because that was my answer. Oh no, maybe Jet Force Gemini, alternatively, if you're gonna block DK64.
Any interests, sorry, cats go by miss. Any interest playing the original Tomb Raider for PS1 and PC?
I've always thought about it. Just never really did it. I've always been curious about that franchise, though.
having pizza forever or burger forever?
Burger?
Burger.
Pizza.
I assume that's burger.
That is exactly burger. It's cute burger.
Any advice for game collectors on a budget?
Don't. Wait for sales. Modern games, unless it's made by Nintendo, go on sale pretty fast. If you can wait the time, then you'll be fine.
Favorite video game boss?
Oh fuck. As much as I hate that fight, it's also the most memorable, and the reason I love Ninja Gaiden so much. Alma from Ninja Gaiden and Ninja Gaiden Black.
I'm gonna say the Control final boss.
That's my least favorite.
You haven't played the game. You have no idea what it could be. Before you end the game, what's the favorite game play for game clearing this year?
I already answered that. Guacamelee Super Turbo Championship Edition because we had the custom character. Alright, let's do art block and then I gotta get out of here. My body's crashing hard right now.
Okay.
I think I might actually be sick, and this sucks.
Yes, John has stairs in his house.
That's a something awful reference. But I can no longer remember the retort for it anymore. There used to be an actual specific response you had to give to that, and it's been so long I don't remember it anymore. But anytime someone says, well, do you have stairs in your house, it reminds me of The Terrible Secret of Space. So I just start laughing because I love that stupid video. I am protected. Thank you. That's what it is. That's the line.
Yeah.
What?
The bottom left gift.
Oh, that's Biken from Guilty Gear. Favorite Dante DMC quote? If we're just assuming any Devil May Cry game, probably Flock Off, Featherface. Yeah.
How is DMC5 going? Okay.
That good. All right. Art block. What is your favorite Crush 40 song? Sonic Heroes and Open Your Heart. Art block! Where did we leave off? Here. After seeing the Bagel Yoku's Island Express, I had to do it. Bagel gripping a hold of the cord that is stuck on the ball and egg and being shot. Well, somewhere. Not sure where he is going because pinball video game physics. Get well soon. Oh, God. Been a while since I drew the Feel Better cannon. TM, copyright restricted, or registered, rather, and then at the enter symbol, any other legal looking symbols. So just hoping that you get well soon. And yeah, it's just a giant needle with Feel Better medicine. Enjoy. I hope this is just a temporary thing. I hope this isn't actually me getting sick. But, like, I've got chills right now, and my throat is hurting. So, this is, like, the worst possible time to get sick, so. Well, no. What would be worse would be missing MagFest again from being sick. So, it could be worse.
Are there any donations?
And as for those who don't like shots or have it just like needles, I've been there. Here's the invisible version, so you don't have to see it. I looked through. I just saw bits, as usual.
Okay. Someone was asking.
Yeah, it looks like I'm caught up because I see Bleach Bummer. Yeah, mainly just bits that were triggered here. And Afroblade Master saying, like, fun fact, Squirtle's Final Evolution Blastoise has a Japanese name. Kamex literally translates to Maximum Turtle. Fuck yeah. He is Maximum Turtle. You said Super Crown was your favorite power-up, and I think putting any of the Girl Johns in them would either break TOS or cause a divide by zero error and end the Johniverse, so I put your wife in one instead. That was actually what started Pon Pon in the first place. Was Ari put Super Crowns on TRG members, and then I was like, hey, let's add more crowns. What happens if you kept adding more? So eventually she put like 7 on there, and then she made it look like that caused like the end of the universe. And then everything snapped back to normal, and then she did a month of art of Super Crown Me, and that was at the end of the month she revealed that it was all Pon Pon. So that's what created that, and that's what started this whole thing to begin with, so. So really, it's par for the course right here. Oh my god. When I heard you talking about a curvy fighting type gym leader, my mind went to Russian woman carrying log. To be fair, I would not fuck with her. She would very much win in a fight against me, Pokemon or otherwise. What happens if you Super Crown a Super Crown? We established that it basically amplified everything. So you got taller, you got bustier, and etc. And then I think Ari had it by like 5 crowns that was sitting on the moon or something like that. I don't have the art to post right now because I'm shivering too much, but yeah, otherwise that would be the case. Pon Pon twirling around your favorite power-up. How long before it gets on your head? Again, that's how she got made in the first place, so I'm surprised she's just not running around making more of herself at this point. And look at my Picross muscles. I can't do a voice, I'm sorry, W. Look at my Picross muscles. Hey John, aside from Chrono Trigger Pokemon, what RPGs do you enjoy and recommend? Final Fantasy VI is one of my favorites. I really enjoyed that. That's actually the one that got me into RPGs in the first place. Smurpaga, Super Mario RPG is also really good. As much as people think they might be a bit overblown, Final Fantasy 7 and 9 are good. I know 9's good now. 7 I enjoyed, and then thought it was overrated for a couple years, and now I'm like, no, I could go for that again. Yeah, I gotta stop, guys. I'm actually shivering right now. So I don't know if there will be a stream, on Wednesday based on how I'm feeling right now. I hope this is just a temporary thing. We will see. Otherwise, it will be main menu gift exchange. And you know what? Like I said, I'm real sad if I miss out on this. It's the Senran Kagura game. It's Senran Kagura Peach Ball. So it's going to be another pinball stream. And also the first Senran Kagura game I've ever played. So that's going to be interesting. So like I said, anyone who likes boobs is going to love Wednesday stream if it happens. But if it gets delayed because I'm feeling sick, then I can't help it. All right, I'm out. Everybody, what's our raid message? I'll find a quick raid target.
Let's see. Hashtag one day the God Slayer. Hashtag cheesecake is a pie. Let's see. A couple. Sickness streams. Thank you, Game of Mooney. Get well soon, John. Smooth jazz boss fight. Strong contenders.
Cheesecake is a pie. I think I like cheesecake is a pie, actually. Even if I don't necessarily agree with it. Alright, we're gonna raid our buddy Gerard. He's playing Pokemon. Go give him love.
I really appreciate you all.
There he is on his bike.
Ooh,
Look at him go.
Great. So yeah, it was
like
pretty
he's shiny
demoralizing
hunting.
just to kind of like go to an event where I was nominated, and then like you look around you and you're like seeing all the people who I don't know if they struggled.
Think we caught him on a serious moment.
I definitely like looking at them. Yo, thank you very much for the for Proton John, my dude. I love you, dude. Oh man, Proton John raid. Love you, brother. Thanks for the raid, my dude.
Then.
We're just shiny hunting.
All right, go give Gerard some love, hang out, and have a chill night.
We
I'm
were taking a break from
freezing.
Shiny
I'm gonna
Hunt,
go.
Trying to organize.
Hopefully
my
feel
boys
better.
all
I
together.
love you all. Hopefully streams on Wednesday. I'll
It's
keep you
a
posted on Twitter.
perfect
Otherwise,
box right here.
movie nights on Friday. Bye, everybody.
Near perfect's going the other.
Bye.
RoboCop, where the
Those are
fuck
near
are you?
perfect
Come on,
boys.
buddy. You're up.
Come on, Robocop. This is the one day we need you to learn.
Oh, yeah.
What was that?
Fucking sick.
Disappointed!
Night, everybody.
Night.